Hi everybody, my name is Jacob and I'm 37 years old. I was diagnosed with gout at the age of 13 in the year 2000. So I have a little bit of history with this and I want to answer one specific question that I always get either asked to me or whenever I type into Google about gout, it always comes up with this one specific question, and that is, can you die from gout? Will gout kill you? And the short and the long answer is no. Gout is not a disease that will kill you. But, and that's a huge but and a caveat. I'm going to go into this right now. Gout is the one of the world's oldest disease. It's been known as the disease of kings. It's basically a disease that your body either overproduces or doesn't know how to eliminate uric acid in your body, which comes from purines. And basically the uric acid accumulates and it attacks like your joints, your tendons, your bones, anywhere where there's movement, connectivity. So basically anywhere. You can get it in your hands, you can get it in your feet, get it in your shoulders, elbows, and in some rare cases, you can also get it in your back. That is one of the most painful places where you can get it, and also it can lead to paralysis, and I'll talk about that full in detail in a whole nother video. But in this video, we're going to talk about, can gout kill you? So the quick answer is no, but let me share what can. So usually when you have gout, this is called a comorbidity, I think that is, comorbidity. And basically what that means is if you have one disease, you usually have another disease. If you have one condition, you usually have another condition. So gout is a sister disease of arthritis or a cousin or whatever. And usually when you have gout, you usually have hyperuricemia, which is an increased amount of uric acid in your body. Unfortunately, there's been studies that have proven that with hyperuricemia, an increased amount of uric acid in your body over an accumulated amount of time, it increases your chances of, unfortunately, developing cancer. So you are much higher risk of developing cancer than somebody that does not have gout. Another thing that also is a comorbidity is something that I also have, which is hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's disease. If you know anything about that, it's basically the disease that attacks your thyroid. And eventually, through time, it's going to erode my thyroid, and I'm going to be on a constant struggle of like upping and lowering down my levothyroxine and everything. But automatically, I'm bringing these up because usually gout is a disease that has one or more comorbidities, and you want to definitely 100% go to your doctor and make sure you do a full blood panel for hypothyroidism, Hashimoto's. You also want to take a look at your liver. Gout has been known to increase, the chances of fatty liver, or even, the later stages of fatty liver, which goes into basically necrosis and everything. So you want to make sure that your liver is up to par. You want to do whatever you can to basically try to get your liver back to tip-top shape. Another thing that it can increase is your kidneys. Kidney disease, you can also have very high chance of getting kidney stones. Also, your gallbladder is probably affected as well. With having hyperuricemia, you also, with your uric acid in your body, there are chances of having pulmonary nodules. I have that. I have it on my left lung. I have quite a bit. They are not masses. They are just small little dots, but they're there. Other things that you want to be careful of is cardiovascular disease affecting your heart, because basically, uric acid streams through your bloodstream. Uric acid flows through everything. So that's one other thing. Other than that, there's a lot of things that can actually affect you, but can gout kill you? No. but it's the other stuff that will. So just because you got a diagnosis of gout doesn't mean that you could be relaxed and just take your allopurinol. You definitely want to do yourself a favor and go to a doctor and definitely see if you can get full panel blood work done for your kidney and liver. Look at your heart, look at your lungs. There's a lot of things that can actually affect you that is linked to gout, but gout cannot kill you. One thing also, and there is not a lot of information that is out there about the link between gout and COVID. So that's another thing that you probably want to also just be on top of everything. If you find a lump in your body, don't automatically dismiss it and be like, oh, it's nothing. It can either be 3, 4, or 5 million things, but if you have gout, it's probably either tophi, or could be a cyst, or it could be something else. And that something else is a question mark, and I don't want to go into negative or positive, but it could be anything. But that's about it. Oh, one more thing. It can't kill you, but if you do not take care of your gout and you just let it go because you're thinking, oh, I only have a gout attack once a year. Well, that can actually intensify through the years. One attack a year can end up being like 2 or 3, or small little attacks, instead of one really big one throughout the year can do a lot of damage to your joints. One thing about me is I am very self-conscious about this. My hands are deformed. And I also had a surgery right there. I talk about it in a video about my tophi, but my hands are deformed. And in this hand too. So if you look at my hands, I can't place them completely flat on there. My elbows are never gonna be, I have a huge tophi, but my elbows are also getting worse right here. My knees are also horrible as well. But what gout will do because of the uric acid, it can, erode it can take away a lot of the tendon usage. It can ruin your tendons. It can ruin the bone. So that has been known for a lot of people with gout. Keep that in mind as well. Once you lose it, I don't think you can regain it. I'm not a doctor or nurse or anybody in the medical field, but once it's like this, unfortunately, I got so scared. I'm looking at the front door and I just saw like a shadow, but it was just a car. But so once it's gone, I'm pretty sure you can't get it back. And unless I do a lot of plastic surgery and everything, I can't. I mean, I can still regain function, but it's getting to the point where this finger is constantly like locking up and causing so much pain when it happens. So I can't carry groceries in that hand, like a grocery bag, or lift things up with this hand quite a bit. So that's one thing that can happen with your gout. You want to stay on top of it, get blood work done, talk to your regular doctor, and talk to your rheumatologist, and also try to get an endocrinologist. They can look at things like your thyroid, because more than likely, if you have gout, you probably have a thyroid issue as well. So that's about it, guys. Thank you so much. If you have any other questions that you want to shout out to me, let me know. I'm going to talk about the situation with gout in your back. It's a specific name, and I don't want to scare people. I want to do a little bit more research because I never had it in my back, but I want to definitely answer all your guys' questions. So thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day, and comment and let me know if you learned anything or if you have any questions.